Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a new moon in Aquarius on February 1st of 2022. This was also inspired by Mercury moving direct on the 3rd of February. So I've laid out a past, present, future reading, and I'm going to be clarifying it and pulling an oracle card at the end. I'm also looking at Mercury's turning direct as an opportunity for us to begin to release and apply some of the lessons that we've learned through this long period of multiple retrogrades. So let's get started. Aquarius, I'm starting with your overall energy card, and that is the Nymph of Pentacles, which is like the Page of Pentacles. This is indicating, Aquarius, your willingness and openness to contemplating beginning a new plan, creating a new plan. So there is a great sense of refreshment occurring with the new moon in your sign on the 1st of the month. This is allowing you to, again, you are still stepping back as part of the Mercury retrograde energy, but with it turning direct, you are now planning, strategizing, and opening yourself up to beginning a new path, beginning a new project, and learning the skills that you will need to undertake this new direction. I'm going to turn over the past, the Four of Swords, the Spirit of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, and the Spirit of Wands, or the King of Wands. So this is showing me a couple of different powerful things that you have been learning throughout the last few months of a lot of deep diving for many of us, a lot of deep excavation. The Four of Swords has given you the opportunity to look at your experiences and your efforts towards this new beginning, this new path. What you are drawing on and drawing from this retreat, this ability to step back and review what you have accomplished so far, is pulling on your mastery of practical and your direction or drive, your inspiration to move forward. These are two areas where you, Aquarius, are drawing from a deep well of skills, a deep well of experience. And as you assess and continue to evaluate those things that you want to understand and improve upon, you are recognizing the amount of mastery that is still calling upon you and pulling you into a new opportunity to lead in a new direction. In the present card, you have the Nymph, or the Page of Wands. We have the Sun card, and we have the Warrior, or the Knight of Pentacles. So I still see you pulling primarily on your practical skills, an exploration of ways in which you can grow the skills you need to make concrete steps moving forward. So you are motivated as you open up to the new ideas that you have mastered, and yet you are recognizing that there is a new direction that requires you to reconnect with your naturally occurring talents and gifts. The Sun is asking you to revisit those moments of joy from your childhood or your formative experiences, your family of origin, where naturally occurring events, relationships, talents, and opportunities occurred for you. They came from an authentic and joyful space. They came from a sense of play, creativity, and imagination in a world where all things were possible. And you have opened yourself up to re exploring that time in your formation, that time in your life where you are revisiting and opening yourself up to the power of possibility, the power of play, and the illumination of the authenticity of your experience, of those memories. You are as well, again, looking at growing your practical skills and abilities, the tools in your among your resources that you are honing towards this new inspirational direction, a new area of growth, building on this sense of reconnected authenticity for you and applying all the things that you have been learning over this recent several months. In the immediate future, we have the Nymph or the Page of Cups, the Universe or the World, and the Eight of Swords. There is so much opening up happening for you, Aquarius. The Page of Cups indicates, in addition to this openness of a new growth direction, a desire to move into unfamiliar terrain, is really opening you up as well to the many positive feelings that you are able to connect with in your present. You are moving to a focus on joy and pleasure, creativity and play in your activities. And the Nymph of Cups is indicating your willingness to open up to all the feelings that are flowing through this desire and drive to grow, to move, to expand. The Universe or the World card is showing me that you are finishing a cycle of completion. You have achieved something noteworthy. You have received and are a closure, and you are receiving recognition for the efforts that you have made, the growth you've achieved, and the achievements, the accomplishments that this card indicates. This indicates, again, the mastery that you've been able to achieve in a practical sense in building something that is productive and of practical use to others, something that encourages others to grow and move in an unfamiliar direction. So you have built not only practical mastery, but inspirational drive and desire to grow, to learn, and to move into a new direction. And yet I do see all this ability. You started with the Four of Swords in the past, where you were retreating from a deeper understanding of your experiences. And this generation of new ideas, new growth, this focus on pleasure is sometimes encouraging you to overthink. There's so many new opportunities. You are at so many different stages of harnessing your personal development, your spiritual growth, that at times you have a tendency or will be inclined to overthink all the opportunities, push all ideas and feelings through an objective sieve, a rational framework applied to things so that you can strategize and second guess and outguess, figure out all the possible permutations before you. This is really your growth as you very well focus on your happiness, what makes you the most satisfied, what gives you the most pleasure, and where your most authentic power and joy comes from. The things we love are the things that we do well. and your desire to recognize and reconnect with that world of possibilities can at times encourage you to fall back on not the feelings, not the ideas, not the inspiration, but the objective facts of your experience, the objective possibilities. And this is really you exhibiting your tremendous growth. However, there is a tendency for you to wear yourself out, a mental exhaustion. And this is something that is quite possibly a characteristic tendency of Aquarius, is to overthink, overanalyze possibilities when rational thought is not necessarily what you are giving yourself permission to do. You can do that. You're giving yourself permission to have joy and pleasure in the creative imagination and possibility of what's before you as you complete a cycle of achievement. I'm going to clarify the Sun card with the Egyptian deck. I'm going to cut this. Aquarius, and the Sun is clarified by the Four of Wands and the Star card. This is beautiful. The Four of Wands is showing me that you recognize that this particular ability to live in the possibilities, the innocent play and creativity of your more authentic and joyful self and expression, you understand that that is creating a spiritual foundation for your growth, that you are creating and building a firm cultural and spiritual foundation for yourself as you move towards your heart at the center of all things. The Star card also indicates that you have gained a vision through this difficult time of retreating, reviewing, analyzing, and assessing your achievements and your activities as you build towards an accomplishment, as you build towards this achievement. This achievement is going to be rapidly completed, but the stars giving you a vision that was difficult for you to have in the past. It was difficult for you to see this vision of hopefulness, for you to gain hope, as you tended to focus on analyzing, objectifying your activities and understanding the truth of that activity. You now are focused on the potential for growth and the possibility that this growth is going to intersect with the work and the vision of others. So the Star card is sparking you with the application of what you've learned. The understanding that as you have gained hope in the mastery of aspects of yourself, you are also finding a community with whom you can share this hopeful vision, this positive vision for moving into the future. I'm going to clarify the World card here, the Universe, with the Eight of Cups and the Two of Wands. Interesting. The Eight of Wands indicates to me that you have gone as far as you can in a certain direction, a direction of great significance, meaning, and emotional investment for you. But as you move that away, you've completed it. You're providing closure to this experience or this activity, and you're reinforcing for yourself your desire to move into a new area of growth. You are stretching yourself. You are comfortable and competent in the manipulation of past energies that you are channeling right now, and instead are confident as you have completed this cycle that you are now ready to move into a new area of growth. This is you integrating your past into the new direction with which you are moving towards. Aquarius, I'm going to finish this reading with a botanical inspiration oracle card. And if you've enjoyed this reading, if you find it useful, please like and subscribe. And I thank all of you who have supported me and are supporting me. I am choosing for Aquarius for the new moon in Aquarius in February, and I have pulled a morning glory. The keywords are affection and determination. Alan Watts says, "The morning glory which blooms for a day differs not at heart from the giant pine that lives for 1,000 years." I'm going to leave you with that, Aquarius. Again, I'm Regina from Pacific Tarot. Thank you. And until next time, Namaste.